Hi, my name is Quang Dang, Executive Chef of Diva at the Met restaurant in Vancouver, BC, and today we're going to clean squid. So first, the squids, there's two parts of it. It has a squid tube, and then it has the tube, the tentacles, the eyes, and the beaks hidden right inside of here. Simply to clean a squid, we have to separate the body. All you do is you reach into the squid, make a small incision with your knife, and it'll just cut off a little membrane so that the squid itself, the whole body, slides right out. So now we've got the body slid out of our squid. Then we have to make sure to reach inside, because inside of every squid there's its sort of skeleton-like structure, which is a little plastic here, right here. So there's a little clear piece of bone or skeleton that's inside of the squid that we just don't want to use. It's not very tasty. So reaching out of there. From this point here, for a squid, if you're doing calamari rings, you leave it at that point. For the tentacles here, all we do is we cut down here because we don't want the guts. They're not very tasty. Put those off to the side. And then cut below the eyes, being careful not to hit the eye too much because there's a bit of ink in there, or dye inside of the eye. So we've got our little tentacles. So we discard that bit, wipe down, and then we've got the tubes, which are ultimately the prized possession of the squid. I personally love the tentacles because they fry up so good. You toss them in a little bit of cornstarch and a little bit of flour and deep fry them, and they're ever so crispy, and they go with just about everything that tastes good. So for squid, if we're doing calamari rings, or you want to do it in sort of the round shape rings, you can just slice right through, and then you get little rings. Calamari wedding rings. You can get married with these things, or not. The next thing you can do with the squid is if you want to open it up and you do like a sheet, you just go in, because it's a perfect tube, you just stick your knife right in there, cut right out, open it up, and you've got a squid sheet. So traditionally when you have a little sheets of the squid, and don't worry, there's the little fins here because there's a little guidance system when he's swimming around. That's fine. They're very tender. When you have the squid in a sheet, you want to score it. And to score it is really easy. You just press your knife down ever so slightly, cut on the diagonal. You don't want to cut into it. You just want to cut like not even halfway through. So you're trying to get a little checkerboard effect. And then they're scored. So, and you don't want to cut through. They're scored almost like a grenade. And that's how we have the scored squid, which is great when you saute it. It gives it a cool little shape when it cooks up, and people think you've got some great squid handling skills.